G'day, guys. What's happening? Give us a quick little something in the comments if you can hear us all good. So let us know if you can hear us. We've got our microphone set up here, so make sure that you guys can hear us. Get the live chat going there. Just give us a quick thumbs up. How you going, mate? Can you hear us all good? So make sure that we're live and everyone can hear us before we start getting into things. Come on, someone give us confirmation. Come on. Jed, can you hear us all good there, mate? What's happening, guys? Yeah, all good. Beautiful. Awesome. Yeah, well, thanks for giving us join us, guys. We'll give it just another minute or so before we start getting into it. It's a very, very last late moment thing to set this up. There wasn't much pre-hype or anything about it. So it'd be interesting to see sort of who we get on that sort of stuff. But anyway, we thank you so much for jumping on live. We've been wanting to do this for quite a while now. Hey,
yeah, absolutely.
Because obviously we get to interact with you guys out in the tracks, and when we meet at shows, and just the day to day, we are we get to meet you guys everywhere at the moment. So it's mega cool. We wanted to open up just a bit of back and forth for you guys to ask any questions about like anything. Share some stories about what you're up to, but just a bit of interaction. So make sure you definitely light up the chat. Really use that. That's what we're going to be going off tonight is that live chat, so we can again bounce back any questions and all that sort of stuff. So we're still here in Noosa at the moment. So the reason we're doing this call tonight, we don't have a car. So the patrol's been at Nissan for over 2 weeks now. Yeah,
she's not well. She's at the doctor's.
Yeah, just over 2 weeks now. So there's a little bit of problem with the transfer case. They can't sort of. They thought it was we got stuck in 4-wheel drive. If you watch that episode, if you haven't, go back. It was just like a quick last minute, let's go for 4-wheel drive.
For the afternoon for a 4-wheel drive, and everything just went wrong.
Yeah, so it's one of those things. That's when it's always gonna happen. But it is what it is, and we got stuck in 4-wheel drive low. The way I noticed, like our 4-wheel drive module in the middle, like none of the buttons would work, the diff lock wouldn't work, and just the car just wasn't behaving itself that whole day. So,
and even for myself, like watching the car just didn't really look the way it normally looks when Josh is driving. So yeah, something was definitely off.
Yeah, it was definitely a little bit off, but we've not had an issue with this thing forever nearly. So it's very minor, but they ended up replacing the transfer module, which is what they said needed to be done. So got that in, and then they put that in, and it's still not syncing up or calibrating, whatever they sort of got to do there. So got some sort of more tests and that going. If it wasn't for Tanya and Dino, they're fans of the show. They reached out, and actually Dino works for Nissan, so if it wasn't for him, we would
still be at like spot number 1.
Yes.
Stuck.
Yeah, exactly. So it's definitely been a bit of a journey, a bit of a ride. But it's like waiting patiently, really, for some answers. But hoping for some more tests to be done tomorrow, and then hopefully it might be a new transfer case, or maybe they figure it out. But it's going into week 3 now, so we're getting
lots of comments asking what car we're going to get next. Maybe people
don't jump to that.
I'm not jump to that. But like, maybe have a guess. What do you think we're going to
we'll get smashed with bloody Land Cruiser comments. They're coming in already. But yeah, that's sort of why we're still parked up here. And again, we don't have a car, so like that's why we don't have an episode.
We've got a little Kia sedan.
Yes, Kia Cerato. So that's a big rundown coming live next week. But yeah, that's why we wanted to jump on today. We made a commitment from the start of the year. We wanted to do a weekly episode for 12 months,
like a commitment to ourselves.
Yeah. So but yeah, next week, who knows? If we don't have a car still, there probably won't be nothing, which sucks, okay. But it's okay. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So but that's sort of what's been going on there with the car and how this sort of come along. We didn't decide to like yesterday we're going to do this live. So
Harrison asked what's our favorite thing about the Kia. I can I say I love how zippy it is. It reminds me of my little car. Like when I go around corners, I can just like pin it around corners. It's so fast. I don't feel like I'm gonna topple over.
It is good having a bit of a town car, I guess. It's but yeah, it kind of sucks. We're over it. Like we're kind of Noosa's amazing. Like absolutely loving Noosa. It's been sick. Staying here for sure. So it has been good, but we're over it. We want to get out of the caravan park, get back into
bush
camping, all that sort of stuff.
Camping.
Yeah, we love doing so.
But we love Noosa, so it's kind of like a catch-22. Like we love it here, but yeah, we're ready to keep moving.
Yeah, exactly. So while we're covering this, guys, get some questions into the chat there. So whatever sort of pops up first, start getting some questions in there so we can get to them shortly. So, but yeah, that's sort of, I guess, plans for the rest of the year. We're again, hopefully this week, hopefully there's an answer. Like, hopefully there's an answer of what's going to go on there. So we'll be pretty pissed off if something isn't solved there. So, once we get that back, we're going to be starting to head south a bit. So, we're taking the van into Lawrence RV next week just to get some get the bearings checked and all this sort of stuff. Like just some
a general
service
sort of thing.
Just a bit of a service. So we're gonna get that done, and then I'm actually not too sure yet, but we want to go and do some forward driving. Obviously, we might go to Gordon Country and that again. Head out that way, but sort of starting to head south. We're going to be in Sydney.
3rd of December.
3rd December. We've got a ceremony there for a NAGIC. We're going to be, it's like a live conference where we're going to get a couple certificates and stuff. They haven't been able to do that for a couple of years because of COVID and all that sort of thing. So that's mega exciting there. We're going to be at that. And then literally we're going to be back in.
It'll be it's December. It's time. After last year spending Christmas in Perth, we said to each other, it was beautiful there. It was so nice, but we weren't with our family and it just really hit hard for us. Now we've got a niece and a nephew. Christmas is just so much more special for us. So we said to each other, we're going to make sure that we're in our hometown with our family for Christmas every year, or they come, to wherever we are. We just want to be with our family every year for Christmas from now on.
Yeah, so it's definitely getting close to that time. We want to go do the Blue Mountains. We've been there before 3 years ago, so we want to go there. It's all going to depend on, what the floods and the water and all that sort of stuff that's going on as well. But want to get out and do some of those things. So we'll definitely have some awesome stuff coming up for you guys. So some exciting stuff for next year, going into next year. Pretty much going to be doing East Coast stuff again. We've got a brand new caravan that we're going to be getting on end of February. So when the February shows, I think it's 24th to 28th of February.
The Super Show at Flemington, the mega caravan show. That's a bit earlier this year. Next year. This year it was in April. I
can't remember. Yeah,
it was in April.
Yeah. So brand new van. It's going to be absolutely sick. So it's a Lotus, of course. So there's no secrets there. We got some pretty cool stuff that's going to be happening in there. So and first exclusive sort of thing. Next year there is going to be a new vehicle. So there is a new vehicle. We can't say what it is. But there is. Yeah.
Have some guesses.
There's going to be something pretty cool coming next year as for a new vehicle for us, which is mega exciting. And something else again, we don't like keeping secrets. We got to keep a bit of excitement. But another thing is, in January there's something once in a lifetime. It's not in concrete yet, but it's a once in a lifetime bucket list,
amazing.
Next level thing going down, and it doesn't involve being in Australia. So what the hell? What the hell? I really hope that it sort of goes through. And yeah, it's going to be
epic.
Next level, life-changing, once in a lifetime opportunity. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and we're staying tuned for that also. So that's going to be pretty damn cool. So but yeah, next year is going to be new van, new build, and then it's going to be a lot of sort of Victorian. We're going to do the high country. We're going to be doing something pretty cool and special for our van rundown this next year for the new van. We really want to go all out on that. Just do some, just because pretty much we want to make a big deal out of it. Do a sort of we've got some pretty cool things that's nothing that no one's ever done before. So yeah, next year's going to be big, probably our biggest year.
Every year. And we think at the end of each year, with what we've got planned for the following year, we just think, how can we top this? But we seem to every year.
Yeah. And then the year after that, we've already got some plans, some sort of goals that we've set in mind of what we sort of want to do there. But things change all the time. We literally don't really plan. Probably should plan more, to be honest.
It's hard though, because then you plan things and things change. So.
Yeah, exactly. But it's going to be a lot of East Coast next year. We're hoping to get to Cape York again. So let us know in the comments if you're going to Cape next year. Not sure what month or whatever, but high country Victoria stuff, south of New South Wales as well, because we always miss that. So we definitely want to get down and do a lot of there. There's so much awesome camping and all that sort of stuff down there. So is that sort of what we wanted to share? Pretty exciting
I'm
stuff.
just reading some of these comments.
Yeah, pretty exciting stuff. So if there's any questions there on that, let us know. I'll just quickly T Rob 440. Yeah, the knee, it's been up and down, man. Like it's been a roller coaster for sure. It's caused me a lot of shit. Traveling has made it harder. That's just like it's a pure excuse. Like it's, there's no excuse for that, but it definitely has been harder. Going up to Cape, a lot of driving is always bent. Drinking piss, and that doesn't help either. When Cape York sort of put me back a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's getting there. So yeah, it's been a bit over 6 months now since surgery.
Yep.
Yes, but yeah, it's been a roller coaster, but it's getting there. Like it's a 12-month thing, but I plan on hopefully by Christmas, New Year's, I hopefully plan on getting on the bike and doing just some slow sort of riding again. It's killing me not having it. The mountain bikes can go. We're over that now. So it's definitely good having them though.
I loved it. I've loved having my bike, but I see how much Josh is missing his motorbike, and yeah, I can't wait for him to have that back.
Yeah, so we're keen for that, and obviously, yeah, the mountain. Maybe it was meant to be. Keith stole our mountain bike, so that was we got him back. Which again, what a way to start this year. So hopefully have none of that next year. But
so no stolen motorbike.
No, yeah, we don't want that. Imagine that mission trying to get that back if bloody mountain bikes was that much.
It's a registered vehicle, so that's if it gets stolen.
Oh, exactly.
We'll be able to find it.
What else we got? It's going to slowly start going through. So it's car goals. What's your favorite campsite? Man, it's hard to put it down to one campsite. Like our favorite destination is probably still Cape York. Like we've been to so many awesome locations, but just I keep saying there's just something about the adventure of Cape York. Like it's that adventure part about it. No matter how many times you go, it hits differently.
Like before we did Gibb River Road, I expected to have that same feeling as Cape York.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely wasn't. It was still amazing, but Gibb did not give me that same feeling as what Cape York did.
Yeah, it's
weird.
Something about it. If you haven't done Cape, do it. And we want to go a couple of times over the next sort of few years. I've got this feel in the next sort of 2-3 years, like Capes is not going to be the same again. Like with all the roads they're building, like which for locals, like they need it.
That's amazing. Yeah, they need that, especially in the wet.
But I just feel, that like, the government or whatever they've given the land back, all this sort of stuff. Like, there's just things going on there that I reckon it's going to be different. And, for us four driving adventurers,
the tele track is just getting gnarlier and gnarlier each
That's good
year.
though.
Yeah.
That's good though.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting. If you haven't planned, if you haven't gone yet and you keep putting it off, like I keep saying, set the date and just go. Like if you set the date right now, that's like what? Freaking 8 months or more to plan and save up and
that's what we did our first time. We took 13 months and we said this is the date we're going, and we did it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Matthew McGuire asked, do we have any plans of doing a desert trip? Yeah, man, we miss the desert. Like we do miss the desert. We're desert people.
From the desert.
We're from the desert, so we definitely miss that. We've got some cool sort of different style trips that we're going to do once we get back in around Madura, out of our friends from Prue and Carey and that there. So pretty cool stuff there. We're going to sort of go all out and do some wicked sort of trip, desert trip out there. But Simpson Desert's on the list for one day. How we do that, I'm not sure. Obviously, probably about to drag the caravan along there. But
it's Simpson Desert's very similar to what we've got around Mildura, so it's not something like we need to go and do it like straight away. It's definitely on our bucket list, but it's not something in the near future. It's definitely something we'll do one day, but not anytime soon.
Yeah, it's sort of because we're from the desert. Like it's not like we always
can go out to our backyard and drive that sort of stuff.
Yeah, so, exactly. Yeah. But no, mega keen. It's hard to beat that desert river, just middle of nowhere, campfires. Like, man, it's bloody awesome. John Keggs, we're waiting for a new patrol to arrive. What mods would you consider essential for traveling? Awesome, man! Congratulations, so much new patrol talk going on. That's mega exciting, man. No, there is some new mods coming out that aren't released yet that I'm waiting. I'm not hiding it. I'm waiting to hear on it as well. There's some super cool stuff coming there. But for traveling, it depends if you're towing. I'm not sure if you're towing or not. If you're towing, I can't recommend the coil delete enough. The full airbag system in the back is just next level, especially for towing. It just depends what you're going to use it for, man. They're so capable the way they are. Like lift tires on these things, and like, you know, rear bar and that for some clearance, front bar to mount some stuff. Like they're they're mega capable. They're absolutely crazy. So just depends what you're going to be doing with it. I guess. Great Aussie escapes. What's going on, guys? Any advice for moving into a van full time? This definitely relates to you guys at the moment. I'm sure you got some exciting stuff.
And your dogs.
Yeah, going on there. But what would be some tips there?
Oh,
Put you on the
I
spot.
don't know, because honestly, it was like within 2 weeks, house on the market, house sold, moved out, on the road. Like we didn't even have time to process what we were doing. So just go all in.
Yeah, pretty
Just
much.
don't even think about what you're doing.
Don't take too much shit, really.
Yeah.
don't
light, and if you when you leave your driveway or your family, like when you leave your hometown for the first time, you will literally think you've forgotten something. That was us when we were driving off. We're like that feeling that you've
get close
forgotten.
to the microphone, Kayla. Can't hear.
That feeling that you've like forgotten something times a million. Like you'll have that feeling, absolutely. But don't be scared of that, because anything that you literally have forgotten, you can just buy, or your family can just post it to you. So
yeah,
don't feel like that, but you will feel like that.
Yeah, exactly. Good on you guys for getting out and doing it. You've got the balls to do it. That's all it takes. Is just, I keep saying all the time, is just like take action on it and just do it. That's exactly what we did, and just stop thinking about it and making up excuses and just get out there, which is exactly what you guys are doing. And you figure out so much along the way, which is awesome. Simon Goodman, Ram TRX, man, like
dream.
No, like if just the weights and stuff, the GCM that lets you down on those things. They're made for jumping stuff. Like that's a dream car that I want to own, and it's like just something I just want to have. If
the stars align,
if the weights were perfect, like I'd be like, we'd have one now, and that's not a joke. Like they are so freaking cool. I absolutely love that thing. Tassie on the cards, Marcus Armstrong. How are you, man? Yeah, like we don't have plans for it, but like in the next couple of years, we want to get down to Tassie. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to go in the snow, but then I'd also love to go in summer. So we'll have 2 chances to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so the chop patrol. No, if I was going to chop something, I'll just buy a Ram or something. That's just my honest opinion of it. So yeah, won't be chopping stuff. That's for sure. But yeah, definitely keen for us to even figure out what's going to be going. We've got to be planning stuff at the moment for it. So it's it's probably going to be around Easter time that, you know, we sort of actually know what's going on there and we actually get it and things start happening. So yeah, stay tuned for that as we start knowing things as well, I guess. What year did you start traveling around? What was that?
2021.
Yeah. Was it? That's
May 21.
Oh, yeah.
May 21 we left for full-time travels.
Yeah.
But on and off since, so I don't know, since we started dating, like nearly 8 years ago, we've been, traveling.
Yeah, but only we're going to be, next May would be 2 years?
On the road.
Full time on the road. So goes by mega quick, but yeah, I feel like we're just getting started. Like it just literally feels like we're just getting started. So it's so bloody exciting. Carl Gold, your videos are the best of Australia. Thanks so much, man. Absolute pleasure. What else got? Keep the questions coming through, guys. I'm trying to keep up with the chat here. So do you see any Disco Hawk? Did you see any Land Rover Discovery 4s on your Cape trip? I don't think so.
No, what's Aiden got?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
but
could
he
be.
didn't do the teletrack.
Yeah.
One of our friends have a Disco, but they didn't do the teletrack. But they did go up to Cape York. Yeah,
definitely. There's quite a few of them around, like especially with towing. People that have them think they're great. These days, it's just a car that can tow the weight. Like if so many more cars could tow 4 ton of that, like it'd be absolutely amazing. Big Oz, how are you guys? Man, I was actually before we jumped on, I was actually thinking of you guys. I'm sitting here drinking a bloody a Magic Turmeric tea, and like I'm just like, man, how things have changed. Like since I'm 31 now, slowing down, drinking teas at night time. Like, you know, it's we're getting old. So definitely a bit of more of a chilled night tonight. So yeah, I hope to catch up with you guys soon. Looks like everything's going absolutely amazing there. for you guys? I feel like it's been so long.
Mm.
Favorite dog friendly, Great Oz Escapes again. Favorite dog friendly camp you've been to? Man, I got a shit memory too, so it's hard to remember everywhere that you go. But what would be one? Like, there's a couple. There's some. I don't know.
There's some great. I don't know why, but I always go back to in the Otways down in Vic. Stevenson's Falls.
Yeah.
I think just because you can camp and then you can walk straight to the waterfall, and yeah, it's really rare that you can have a dog at a waterfall. So around the Otways area, where all the like in the state parks, there's a lot of waterfalls that you can go to with your dogs, which is awesome.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. There's so many. So many people ask the dog questions, like, just get out there and make it happen. Just get out, travel with your dog.
It's the best.
You figure it out as you go. So, John, again, have been following you guys for quite a while now, and you guys have definitely inspired us to build a Y62 for traveling. Amazing. With our camper,
Awesome.
I booked in a GV upgrade, bar, winch, etc. Can't wait. That's awesome,
exciting.
man. Mega exciting there. So keep the questions coming through, guys. Keep them coming through. Any mods, Harrison Booth? Any mods in the patrol you wouldn't get if you had your time over? Probably not. Like, everything we've got on the car, like, we use the hell out of it. Like, we need everything that we have.
Maybe a bigger.
Here we go.
Battery, because that always goes flat.
Yeah. You're gonna piss that battery off. Go a bit bigger next time. But our reasons for having the car have changed since we built it. Like, we didn't build it for full time traveling. So but oh man, like, all the mods we've done to the car performance wise and whatever, like, it's set up perfectly. Like, I literally wouldn't change much at all.
2 drawers would have been better.
Yeah, a bit more drawers in the background, in the back there, for sure. Sandy, it was wonderful to meet you in Melbourne. Tell us what you're getting in your new van. Oh, come on. We told you to Lotus, so it's definitely a Lotus.
We did say we said it in one of our videos from when we were down there.
The offset bed.
Our bed's just going on the other side. We're still having the offset bed, but we're just switching sides that it's on.
Yeah, so keeping the offset bed.
That's only because of the darn motorbike.
Don't say that.
But we love the motorbike.
Yeah, no, a few little things there. But yeah, it's pretty much sort of finalized with everything we're doing there. So
we've got to choose our colors.
But yeah, to be honest with you guys,
part.
It's not like massively different because we love what we got so much. So but yeah, some sort of fine tuning things, some new stuff that's going to be like a first of as well, which is going to be cool. But again, everything that we do is so that you guys can get as well. Like, we don't want to be doing custom stuff that's only for us. It's like whatever we have.
You guys can have.
Yeah, you guys can have in your if you're building a Lotus and all that sort of stuff as well. So we want to keep it that way, for sure. So yeah, Noah asked, was the Kia under insurance plan to replace the Patrol while it's gone? No, man, I didn't have a car for like a week.
We were Ubering it everywhere.
Yeah, the dealership wouldn't
really expensive.
Yeah, Noosa, the creeks here, they wouldn't give us a car until we had to go to Brisbane to go to the show last week. And I'm like, I need to get to Brisbane. Like, come on. So they gave us a Kia that I had sitting there. But yeah, no, I didn't have a car for a week. We just Ubering to the gym and back and all this sort of stuff. And yeah, nothing until we got a different guy and he gave us a car. But no insurance, nothing from Nissan Direct and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's sort of been a little bit of a crappy experience at the same time. But hey, what do you do? Like, it could be way worse situations. IFJ camping terrain. Hi guys, we're sitting in front of a campfire watching that dog Winnie says wolf.
Hi Winnie.
That's awesome, guys. Thanks for
Georgia snoring.
Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. How do you travel with your K8? Is it mounted? Nah, so that's our water ionizer. We have it in a box. So the box that they're coming, we just package it back up.
Put it back in there.
And put it in a cupboard. So it's not ideal, but it works.
Some people do travel with them mounted or they put them in their sink. But yeah, we always kept the box that it originally came in and we pop it back in there.
Yeah, that's what we've done. So yeah, in the future we might figure something out, make a bag or something for it or a case or something. But I've seen people just like put it in the sink and stuff. I don't love that. Like,
I'd be too scared.
Yeah,
something would happen.
Yeah, no, I just put it in the box.
Yeah.
Jed Caffrey, what's your favorite state that you traveled? I reckon Queensland.
I love WA.
Yeah, but that
But it
wind,
just was so
that,
far away. And
that
the wind.
the wind. Oh, I'm still scarred. Like if I hear wind, I like get anxiety.
I love Queensland for how like versatile it is. Like you've got outback, you've got bush, you've got beach. Obviously WA has all that as well, but I think WA is more for like those epic, like picturesque locations. Like what you see on pictures is literally like what you see when you're standing right in front of these beautiful locations. So,
Yeah. Oh, it's
yeah.
epic, absolutely amazing. But Queensland is still Queensland's still like I love Queensland. Like if we were to buy a block of land at the moment, it'd be like Queensland, not to stop traveling, but like as a you know a base to have like a shed and stuff. Like man,
Yeah, and especially around like this kind of area, like we love it.
it's awesome. Yeah, absolutely.
Ticks all the boxes.
We've still got so many places to to cover. So many places we haven't been. Like we've still got so much to do. So that's why we're going to spend pretty much all next year at this stage will be sort of like Victoria, New South, and East Coast. So that's going to be pretty much sort of what it's going to look like there. Yeah. So how many clothes you need in the van? That it's a personal question.
So
Like
for me, no, you whatever your I don't care about your answer. So for me, I found after our first year of traveling, I just got so sick of the clothes that I had and that what I was wearing. So when we were back in our hometown, I just donated whatever I was completely sick of, and then I just got like a couple of new things just to throw in and just to change things up because I was just like I feel like I'm wearing the same thing all the time, and yeah, I got sick of it.
yeah,
So
you can definitely overpack though, for sure.
but now we sort of do like if we buy something new, we'll donate, so we're not just continually having like donate one thing, get one new thing, donate one old thing.
Yeah, exactly. Mozzie Adventures, Brody and Sam. When are you selling your van? So yeah, we haven't said anything about that. Like we wanted to, like we didn't want to, like we last time when we got stuck in WA, with it was all the COVID shit and all that going on then. So selling a van while we're on the road, advertising it, getting it ready, shipping vans around Australia, like
That was hard.
man, I don't want to do that again. Definitely don't want to do that again. So it'll be better this time, but we sort of want to just wait until like the van's like available, like ready to go. So someone can like come and like they like it, they can just grab it. So, but to give you an idea, probably January. So, exclusive for you guys being live. This video won't be up for too many days. So you guys, probably January is when when we'll probably looking at doing that, get it all ready, and man, the thing's brand new, so it's gonna be definitely hard to part with it. It's been
same with our Freelander.
Yeah.
Like we loved that as well. It was
It's a house. We get attached to a house.
They're like our little babies, and we're just giving them away.
Robert Nimmer, the new van will still be going with a big lithium pack to run the aircon or just use a generator. Absolutely. Not the generator.
No
Hell
way.
no. Generators are like so yesterday. It's just
The weight of a generator, I'd rather have an extra battery.
yeah.
That weight.
Put your money towards a bit more battery system. Like it's an absolute game changer. That's my favorite word for stuff like that. But so a few changes to the battery system. Still big. Possibly maybe bigger. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, no, definitely big. Like having that bigger battery system, the best investment we've ever done. It's just especially up north, we had like 95, 100 degree, not 100% humidity. Oh, like
Man,
having the aircon and that on all night.
Country bunkins, that was.
Yeah, she was rough.
Yeah.
But definitely go big. Definitely go big there. I think we sort of changed the game there. Everyone's like, going big batteries now, which is awesome. John, 33s or 35s for our build. Go 37s, mate. Nah, it depends, man. Like I said, it depends what you want to do. I'm 35s all day, like because we do a lot of off-roading. I wouldn't go any less. Especially for the patrol, 35s are kind of like, just normal for those. So
hey, someone. Sorry, are you finished that question?
No, what?
Frosty said, "Who's proposing first?"
Oh, of course, you jump on that.
Josh bet into that like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Josh and I have been engaged for 3 years, so
we have. Yeah. I thought that was gonna be a marriage question. We're not married yet.
We're not married yet.
But Cape York.
Bet Chris before you even knew him. So
yeah, our first Cape York trips when we got engaged. And it was awesome. What an adventure, flooding the car the next day.
It was absolutely beautiful experience, and I wouldn't change it for the world. We had twin falls all to ourselves, and Josh pulled the ring out of his pants.
that ring, not nothing else. It was awesome, and what a cool experience. Going back to Cape York this year, had the same place again to ourselves.
Yeah, we had it again. Yeah, I was really surprised because it was so much busier along the telly track and around all the waterfalls. But we still had it all to ourselves, and it was really special to go back and visit there.
It was amazing. Matthew McGuire, how you going, man? Would you ever consider doing a Canadian road trip? Hell yeah! Like again,
snow and to see like moose and bears.
One of my sort of bucket list, sort of like I'll make it happen. It's like it will happen within the next 5 years.
10?
No, 5 years. Next 5 years. I want to like do something in America, like whether it's like pack what we got up here and ship it over, or figure something else out. That's something that I just want to do.
We'd love to do, like USA and Canada.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. It'll just be something so cool to do. I've been in America riding bikes and doing stuff before, and love it over there. So to be able to take like our setup, even just the van, and get something like just have the van over there, would be sick. So that's something that I definitely want to make happen, for sure. So spot any bunks in the new van, maybe, mate. I don't know. I'm still getting to work there.
not for your kids or for you.
Yeah, not for your kid. Probably for him. He probably wants to come on a holiday. But no, there's no bunks in the new van. Absolutely not. Phil, would you do a start in the high country and then follow the Murray all the way to Coorong? Don't know, man. Who knows? We'll be doing the high country though, but I'm not sure exactly on the routes there. We sort of just, again, when we say go to the high country, we just get there and figure it out when we get there. It's probably not the best way to do things, but
that's how we do everything though.
Yeah, no, exactly. Your parents plan to travel full time once they get their van, Mikayla?
I have no idea what their plans are. They change their mind, so they're probably watching this. They change their mind like they change their knickers. So one day they're going to get a new car for their new van, and the next they're going to stick with the car they've already got. And then one day they're going to rent their house out so they can travel for 2 years. I'm not sure what their plans are, but they are really excited to get their new van, and we're really excited for them. It's something they've never done before, and it's something they never would have done. Only because we're traveling and we're in a caravan, and I'm the only one, so my parents just feel a bit, they want to see me more, they want to see us more. So they thought, well, the only way we're going to be able to do that is if we get a caravan and we go to wherever they are and come visit us. Yeah,
it'll be interesting. But that's kind of how like our journey started too. Like my brother bought a caravan, and like when they bought a caravan, we're like, oh, like that's so old. Like
they were really young. We were obviously really young as well. I think your brother and sister-in-law were probably around 20.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
25 when they got their van, and we were just like, that's for old people. We were like, what? Why are they going caravanning? That's so lame. But
so we
look at us now.
Look back at that, it's like, if they didn't buy that caravan, which was the 2012 Lotus Sprint they had, if they didn't buy that, and then like how that sort of went on there, how we ended up using it for a bit, like it's like, hey, would this have ever happened? Would traveling campers ever started? Like probably not. Like
bought our own Lotus.
Yeah, who knows? So it's
crazy.
It's kind of cool.
It's so crazy how the universe works.
Yeah, and let us know quickly. If we can have a couple people ask, and like let us know in the comments quickly, like if you think that we should do like a video of like kind of like on our story. Like we've never really told our story of how like
everything evolved.
Yeah, how traveling campers started, like how we started traveling, like how our online business come along. Like we've never really told that story because like we always like we don't really like talking about ourselves.
Well, and everything just happens, but a lot of people, haven't watched from the start, haven't known who we are from the start. They just, they've come along in the last 12 months, 6 months, and they don't know what's happened since the start. So
so if there's enough sort of interest there, we're thinking about doing something pretty cool there. Like hiring our mate Brandon from home, doing like a proper film crew and like kind of filming like just like our story. So it's like documented. Cool. Everything we do is just to document our journey. So and it is a pretty cool story when you think about it. Like we're just literally actually not gonna give it away now. But
just wait.
Started from nothing, just like everyone else does. It'd be kind of cool to get the the story of the background of what we sort of where we come from and all that sort of stuff. John Thompson, we're doing the C zone and Sign Marine switching system. Gonna have to wait, man. I've got to keep something. Got to keep some sort of interest there. But yes, there will be something different with the battery system charging wise, 100%. So I got to keep something there.
Spud said he'll sleep in the tunnel boot.
Yeah, he would.
He actually, if we had an east-west bed, you actually could sleep in the tunnel boot. They're that big. Not that you're big.
Yeah, no. He would sleep in bed right in the middle of us, 100%. Melissa Smith asked, when towing the van, what's the fuel economy on the 62? So we did a video explaining everything about the patrol, because we get smashed with patrol questions. So, but like to quickly answer, it's so hard. Like my honest answer is low 20s to low 30s. Like it changes so much. Like conditions are good. It's like, low to mid 20s, and it's like, how you going? Conditions is like mid to high 20s. Like, we're 35-inch mud tires, like we're 7-ton when we're full, driving down the road. So big high van. So, it's if anything, it's going to be worse on fuel than most others, but doesn't bother me at all. Like, again, most of the time I'd say mid to high 20s, which I think is, pretty reasonable for what we do. So that doesn't bother us at all. So, yo, holler at your boy. What's up? would you ever get an American truck? Yeah, I would. I'd get a
TRX.
Yeah, TRX 100%. That's a car that I will.
Number one.
I will own one day. I've said that I will own one day. It's just something I just have to own, because it's like anything. It's not like a petrol V8. It's like, give it another couple of years, you won't be able to buy them again. So it's pretty crazy the way it's going. But love my Ram 2500s. I think it's just we've gone through all that. Like, we nearly got one, and not ruling it out for the future, but like it'll just cut out so much of our forward drive in, like our passion, our deep passion is kind of like just that, going out, finding random tracks, getting stuck. Like it's what we love doing. But maybe we do have one in order. Can't give it.
You don't know what our next car is yet.
Can't give it away. But we'll see. We got some big visions for next year and the year after, for some like wicked stuff, absolute wicked stuff. So we'll just dream big, and it'll happen, guys. What else we got here?
You sound excited.
Colin,
tagging along.
I hope they'll be watching too. Well, because I feel like their main like drive behind it all is so that like they can just follow us, and I'm like, nah, that's not happening.
No, break my mum's heart.
Not happening. We can meet up a little bit, but we're riding solo. Riding solo. Thanks,
love you, Mum.
I love you, Donna. Great Aussies, guys. Absolutely, very inspirational, and help other people have courage to step outside their comfort zone and smash their goals. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like a lot of people can sort of like look at what we're doing now, and it's like, oh, wish I could do that. Wish I could do this.
That's
and
what we were like.
You're lucky and stuff. It's like, man, like
we used to look at people and go, oh my God, I wish we could do that. And we just were like,
yeah,
we can.
It's just, you can just stop making excuses and make shit happen. Like it's literally, sounds
like what you guys are doing.
Yeah, exactly what you guys are doing. It sounds simple, but it's only people just have the, oh, I can't, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, don't have this. But like, instead of saying that, like why you can't do things, find ways that you can make that happen. Like it's just simple. When it comes down to it, it literally is just so simple, and just taking action. But 80% of people, it's a fact, are shit scared of change and taking action on their situation. So that's why so many people just used to being comfortable and won't get out and do stuff. It's pretty funny. We have people like literally message us and they're like, it's like, hey, like should I sell my house and do this question mark? I'm like, what?
Can you even give people that kind of advice? Like it feels illegal.
Yeah, I don't know if I want that in writing. Or it's like, hey, like I'm gonna have this job, but I can live in a caravan. Like, should I do it? And it's like, I don't know. Like that's totally up to your situation. But it's funny. Like people sort of want that last bit of like encouragement to do it. But always just say like, if whatever feels right, like just you follow that, and everything's sweet. That's exactly like for us to do this. It was just like something we had to do. Like it's just we had to do it, and that was just our our journey, our story. It's going to look different for everyone. So
Absolutely.
forget what everyone else is thinking about you or might think, or we cop the whole like, oh, never sell your house, never do this, never bloody yada
From all
yada
the
yada yada
oldies.
yada. Like you get smashed with everything as soon as you try and do something out of the normal. You're going to get people saying that. But whether you listen to that or just again just follow that sort of dream and vision you got, then everything's gonna be all good. Like I said from the start, if it does turn to shit, well then who cares? It's like better sitting back saying, oh, what if we did? What if we didn't?
Exactly.
To just getting out and doing it. So yeah, thanks heaps for that, guys. Car Gold, I think you've asked this a couple of times now. What would be the first modernized Zuzu D-Max 2012 model? So we all don't have a D-Max. We had a Colorado though. So put a lift in it. Put a lift in some tires. One thing I regret not having the Colorados was a rear diff lock, but depending what sort of driving you're doing, if you're looking at doing a bit more hardcore stuff, chuck a rear diff lock in it. But chuck a lift and tires in it. It'd be awesome. Would you guys consider getting a second dog? We thought about that. A second dog. We thought about it, but nah, having two would be.
If we had bunk beds, definitely. Sorry, you don't get a say, but yes, I will hunt down and find the best golden retriever breeder, and yes, I will buy another golden retriever. But love you, George. And I think she would love a little brother or sister as well. So dog, brother or sister, not human. Yeah. But also my heart is just so dedicated to Georgia. So I know comparing my dog to babies again. I know a lot of because I used to work in daycare, a lot of parents would say, oh, my heart's just so full for my if they only had one child and they're about to have a second, but I just feel like my heart doesn't have room to love another child. And that's how I feel about I love puppies and I love other golden retrievers, but when to have our own another one, I don't know if my heart Georgia's just got my whole heart.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, now we got one. I'll just keep one, but if we started with two again, it would probably look different. But yeah, just one for now.
We were about to get another one during COVID lockdown while we were back in our hometown, locked down at home, even though, our hometown was fine. There was no outbreaks or anything, just simply because we were in Victoria. We were really close to getting another golden retriever puppy. So I'm kind of glad that now that we're in the caravan, I'm glad that we don't have two. But yeah, we were close to getting another one back then.
Donna McGuire said, we love watching you guys. We have a new patrol and loving it. It's awesome. Any recommendations on brand of airbags for it? So if you're going to put airbags in the coil, we had Airbag Man bags and they were sweet. Airbag Man's probably the go. Poly Air's the other one that people use. Again, we run an Airbag Man, so we'd recommend that. But we've got the coil. Yeah, we've got the coil delete. Yeah, coil delete now, and yeah, we absolutely love that. So either one of those, again, depends what you're going to be using it for. So Philby Internet. I know you added the cellular booster, which is the out there internet. Have you considered Starlink as another option now? There is most of Australia. Yeah, not sure, man. We don't have any personal experience with it, and from other people's experiences, it's kind of been I haven't seen that many people out and sort of using it. We've seen a lot of people have trouble with it. It's different conditions and stuff. But again, I think it's just one of those things. Once it's out for a bit longer, it might be the go. But again, I don't have any personal experience with it, so honestly have no idea. But yeah, our internet's been awesome everywhere we've been with the out the internet. So we've been stoked of that. I solely think it's the best option out there for now. But again, Starlink, who knows? I think it just needs a bit more time. But yeah, I mean, shit, if it works and they can literally have good solid internet no matter what everywhere you go, no matter what, it'd be hard to beat, I guess. Who sort of knows? So I think it'd be a bit interesting to see how that goes a bit longer. So let me ask you, what sort of
me,
what would be one of your best tips for a female that's gonna go out and travel, just to go out and travel Australia? What would be your best sort of tip, I guess?
Well, everyone's different. But for me, it was having my nice things from home still come into the caravan. So our nice bedding, still have my nice clothes for when we go out for a nice dinner or something like that. The plants, we've always carried fake plants just because more so when we were crossing WA-SA border, you don't let to take real plants. So I've always just had fake plants. It's a lot easier and you don't have to worry about killing them. Just keeping candles and diffusers so things smell nice, just things like that. And in the bathroom, I have my own little day spa sort of section. You know, I have all like my makeup and my skincare stuff, and just it's like my little girly go-to spot. So that's my tip.
Yeah, it's just making it feel like home. Yeah. Your key questions coming through, guys. If there's anything like personal, anything about us, anything you want us to help you with, like I don't know when we're going to do one of these again. So unless you sort of see it out and
Cora and Flippe are like, don't get Mikayla too excited. Yes, because I'm talking about dog.
Oh,
Cora and Flippe, I looked after Georgia for us a couple of times now, and they love Georgia, I think, just as much as we do. So
they are. You guys are awesome. Made for Lifestyle. They're our personal assistants. They help us all of our business stuff and that in the background.
And
so
dog minding
and dog duties.
Just for Georgia, though.
Absolute amazing human beings. You guys are. So Nick wasn't too impressed with seeing the Adair's receipt for the van bedding. Yeah, it gets expensive.
You've got to have your nice bedding.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and
we sorry to interrupt. We only have our one set of bedding, and it gets washed and put straight back on the bed. So I can justify having expensive bedding because I think you're only buying one, and
isn't our Duna cover like a Kmart one?
No.
Oh, what's that? What is it?
It's actually Target, but it's a linen. It's linen, and it was like $200. So it's basically a Des.
Right, Jesus, no, Target is high quality stuff apparently. So no, because that was like our vision, because we are at Bush so much.
And no, the color that I wanted, I could not find anywhere else. I couldn't find it at Dares. I couldn't actually. Pillow Talk have it now, but I could not find it anywhere.
Yeah, but yeah, our next van we're going to go upper class with all our. We're going to replace everything in the van, so like everything's going to be brand new.
Pillow Talk.
Yeah, since we stayed in that, we rented that luxury house in Cairns, and that was like just full amazing. It was
like sleeping on a marshmallow.
Amazing stuff, and like the fluffy towels, and I'm like, oh, like we need to up things in the van a bit to make.
Josh wants to have a dryer in a caravan, so our towels are always fluffy.
I missed having fluffy towels. That's definitely.
So now every time we're at a caravan park, he's like, oh, I'm gonna wash the towels and put them in the dryer.
I still haven't had a bath yet either. I still haven't got my bath.
But you haven't had a bath since we were back home after you did and you were having baths.
I didn't even have one, did I?
Because of your knee, you were having some sort of rehab.
There was remember in Perth at the caravan park, there was a bath in the.
Yeah.
I didn't, but I'm like.
If Big Oz is still watching,
I'm pretty desperate.
We were there with them.
Yeah, I definitely miss having a bath, but that's just a weird thing. But yeah, having a dry in the van would be cool. But it'd be probably too small.
It would be very, very. It would chew through the power. Obviously,
we got battery for days. I don't need to worry about that.
A dryer.
Nah, it wouldn't be same as microwave. It wouldn't be that bad. Frosty. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Simon said, yeah, check out All In Dirt Bike Adventures when you get to the high country. Yeah, definitely. The bike will be with us. That's why I'm mega excited. I should be all good and riding pretty confidently by then. So we got some exciting mods for the motorbike as well. Going to be more dirt bike stuff next year. Like, obviously not everyone loves dirt bikes, but dirt bikes is a massive part of us as people. So,
and even though I don't ride, it's still a massive part of us.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, let us know if you want to see more of that. I know we don't want to make too much, but like having the bits and pieces in there, I definitely miss that. I want to do some more cool stuff on the bike as well, like some trips and maybe some more racing and all that sort of stuff as well. I got some exciting mods coming for the bike, and then end of next year we'll have a new bike as well. So that's already like in the works with Bunbury KTM. We've got to order in on something, and we're going to do something mega sick. On a motorbike. Yeah, so I'm definitely keen for that, aren't you, darling?
Yeah.
So
yes. Maybe I should learn how to ride a motorbike.
Yeah, so no, definitely keen for that. Yeah, Frosty's Adventures asked recommended van size for a couple to travel full-time Australia without kids, time of Y62. So I really think that the we're in a 19.6, and I think it's a good size.
It is.
Like
if we didn't have the motorbike and that sort of situation, like the weight trying to counterbalance all of that wasn't an issue, we would go with a 21.6 van. Yeah,
it would still be close. Yeah, it'd probably work. But you're getting long though. Like you're getting long. Like like
19.6 is perfect for a couple.
Yeah. I think that's great. 19.6 is. We've got an extended drawbar in our van, so it's like our overall van is pretty long. But I think having longer than that, like, would be, I don't know.
think our overall length is like 30 foot. With
I don't
the
know. Yeah, don't know. It just
tire on the
depends
back
what.
and
Yeah, it just depends what you guys are comfortable with. But 19.6 would be a good size without going, ridiculously big. T Rob, do people sometimes want to meet Georgia more than you guys? Absolutely, absolutely. Like, we go to shows and stuff, and it's like,
Where's the dog?
it's like, where's Georgia? How's Georgia? Like, without even saying hello. Like, yeah, 100%. That's
Yeah.
always the number. Or like, it's like, yeah,
She's our little mascot.
who's looking after her? Where is she?
Yeah.
That's always.
Or that's always, our parents ring. Hey, Mom, how's Georgia?
Yeah, straight away.
Both our
She just
mums.
heard it. She just popped her head up.
Oh.
She's on the bed there looking at us. That's cool. Yeah,
Hi, baby.
inflatable spa bath, 100%. ND late join. Thanks for joining. We'll be going lighter weight for next van. I don't know. We'll see what it comes in at. We've definitely made some changes to make the ball weight a touch lighter because we're like right on it. So we're going to get that down a little bit. That's the plan. And the plan was to, we're doing some things to get the weight down a little bit. Not that I guess we do need to, but then we've added some more things too. So it's probably going to come out about the same, if not a bit less.
Lighter.
Yeah, if not a bit less. So we're not over because we can just, if we're full water, we're over. So we just got to balance what we're traveling with. So again, yes, it's, it is a bit of a pain in the ass, but the only fix to that is buying a ram you can tow and just, you just load her up. But, I think for, the sake of like being on that weight and we can manage it, it's just not really worth going to that just yet. But I think if we're going to go bigger van, you go bigger van, a bit longer and whatever, and just go to town and not have to care. It definitely would be nice. But yeah, it might be a little bit lighter. That was the plan. Love you. Take the KTM, Josh. Sorry, Mikayla. We always take our Roddy with us. Only thing is a restriction. So many places that exclude us going to places we'd love to go. Yeah, again, like we've spoken about this a lot. It weighs up. Like there's places you can't go, and there's places that you can go. So we find it kind of you make it work. You definitely make it work. There's one there for you from Melissa. Okay, you want to read that out?
Oh yeah, hairdresser. So usually, yes, my cousin was just on before, who's my hairdresser back in our hometown. She owns a salon there, and I was always I've only ever gone to her. She's the one that's only ever dyed my hair. So for the first time since traveling Australia, I went to another hairdresser the other week, and it was weird.
And who told you to go? I'm like, go get your hair done. Like, you're looking ratty. But she was going to wait until to go home.
I was just going to wait. Well, it's only a couple more weeks away. But
my hair was looking better.
So I went and got my hair done, and it was a beautiful experience. A lot more expensive than what my cousin would charge me, but yeah, it was really good. It was nice. So basically, all I did was just Google hairdressers in Noosa, and I just looked at what I thought would be the nicest and what I could get into.
Yeah, definitely. Donna asked, do you ever have trouble getting water? Do you usually just fill up at servos, etc.? Or do you have to buy it? I think we've only bought water once.
That was in Cooper Pedy.
Yeah.
Because you had to.
Yeah, you had to buy it from there. But no, we just use Wiki
not
Camps.
That we didn't have to. We needed water, and the only way we could get water was to pay at the little pay station.
Yeah, we just use Wiki Camps. Like that tells you where most taps are and if they're accessible and that. Sometimes we I can't remember where. It wasn't that long ago. We just drove around till we found a public tap to get water. But
most parks will have a tap.
Yeah, so you always find it.
Yeah,
but if you want
Wiki Camps.
Yeah, Wiki Camps is a good one to sort of pre-plan of when you know where the last sort of fill point is.
Water, bins, that sort of thing.
We use Wiki Camps for everything, even our maps. We use Apple Maps and Wiki Camps. I just literally have it
and the fuel thing.
Yeah, in the fuel map. Our app for that. So that's really the only ones we use to do most things.
Yeah.
Phil asked if would you say a grey water tank is necessary? So again, we don't have a grey water tank.
We didn't in our last van either.
Yeah, we won't.
So
we've never
had a grey water tank, and we haven't needed it.
Yeah, there's spots there is spots where we have avoided because they say you have to have one.
And I think in national parks you have to. So whereas because we have our dog, we never stay in national parks. So that's obviously different for a lot of people. But yeah, we never stay in a national park, so for that, we don't need a grey water tank.
Yeah, no, we don't have a grey water tank. And Grey Ice Escapes, do you pre-fill your water for goes in tank? No, we don't. we've got obviously got our K8 ionizer, so that's obviously medical grade, so it does our job. You can get pre-filters for them as well if you are going to be like, bore water and stuff like that. But like, I think my brother or something bought me like one of those pre-filter things on the tap, and we used it. We used it once for like 30 seconds, and I threw it in the bin because like, it was so slow, and like I did like because we got like a chlorine test drops in that for our water, and that like tap water comes up like bad. And we tested with that filter. Like they do bugger all. They do bugger all, but it just slowed our filling down. So and we just water into the tanks, and then it all goes through our ionizer. And
we just have all our tanks are just normal water. We don't have like dedicated drinking water or anything like that. It's all just fresh water. So
100%.
Everything just comes out of whatever tap we turn on is whatever tank it's turned on to.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the grey water tank too. Like, for the small amount of times that like you do need a grey water tank, again, if you're doing national parks and stuff, we'd much rather have more fresh water on board because that's what we're going to use. That's what we're going to use all the time because that's majority of what we're doing. So,
and I feel like grey water tanks would get really smelly.
Yeah, I mean, they probably would, but I don't know. I mean, you can buy those little portable ones anyway.
Yeah, we have seen that. A lot of people, they almost look like the toilet cassette. And but a lot bigger, and people just have them sort of sitting out with little sully toes going into it, and it's like a portable grey water tank.
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
Yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, it's all personal. Again, personal choice of what you plan on traveling and doing. But yeah, you can just, if you got the room and that, you can just buy the portable ones if it's like a tick the box kind of like, hey, yeah, I've got one.
Yeah, just to say you've got one.
To stay at a campsite or whatever. But yeah, I know.
We've used a bucket before.
Yeah.
Many years ago.
Yeah, but no, we don't have a grey water tank. 35s on the new van. No, we're not doing 35s.
Can you imagine that? Oh my god. I'd need a crane just to get in the door.
We were thinking about it on our last van, but like it's too big. Like the reality is, if it's too big, especially for fuel and the overall height of the van, it would be too much. But like the rims we've got going on the new van, like I don't think they've ever been done on Lowe's before. So we've got sort of wheel and tire combo is going to be different, which is going to look sweet.
Cool.
Yeah, it's definitely going to look really, really good. So is there anything else we want to cover before we wrap it up? We wanted to do this for an hour. So if there's any last minute questions, let us know. There's been sort of 90 above people holding strong the whole time. So thanks to those guys. It was such as a late last minute, like no one really knew about it sort of thing. So thanks so much. If you are watching on the replay, thanks for joining. I'm not sure how long we're gonna leave this up forever or not. I'm not sure. If there's any last questions, anything you want to know, anything you want to ask, quickly get it in.
Anything about us or anything like
anything.
Shoot your questions through.
Anything at all. So but yeah, thanks so much for again all the nice words and following along. Again, this is all just solely fun, and we just enjoy doing this. That's why we do this for you guys. We just like enjoying sharing our content, sharing our adventures, helping you guys out. It's because exactly how we sort of got into it's how we got into traveling and finding places and all that sort of stuff. So Carl Gold, I know you asked that a few times. What's the GVM on the Nissan Patrol? Ours is 4,085 kilos.
But because we tow the caravan, we can only have it at 3.5. Yeah,
the GCM's the issue, but there's bigger GVM upgrades. There's some GCM talk. There's things happening at the moment. So there's definitely some things happening. I think give it another month or two, I think it's gonna be some big game changing stuff for the patrols. I think so.
And D said, come to Double Island on Y62 Day, 19th of November. We'll be gone.
Yeah.
I hope we've left Noosa by then.
If we might even have a car, but then if that's the case, come pick us up and we can go to the meetup together. Is YouTube good coin? Relaxing Kiwi. Again, like if you're getting a shit ton of views and subscribers, like there's good money to be made. But like, look, like for what we earn, like to put in perspective for you guys, like what we make in our online business, in one day, that's what we make in our online business. We make more than what we make off YouTube for the whole month. So to put that into perspective for you guys, like a lot of people think that like, you're just like raking it in and all this. But again, there's people out there that are doing it. But again, like for us personally, I wouldn't want to be relying on this as income and that. It's just not what we're about from the start and all that sort of thing. But again, it's not much for our channel. Anyway, that's just our own personal thing there. But it's up and down. But yeah, I mean, anything's good. We just invested straight back into, you know, the trips we do anyway, just like the trips that we do. I don't think we've ever planned like, hey, we need to go film trip. It's like just what we're
wherever
doing.
we are, what we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Even the guys that come to Cape York, it was like, they were like first time sort of like full driving with us, and they pretty much didn't even know we filmed. Like they're like, oh, like it just didn't, like we're never gonna let it like wreck our days or wreck our, you know. We always said the day that it ever felt like a job will be the day that like we stop doing YouTube. Like if it ever feels like a task or a job or like causes any issues between us or our travels or anything, it'll be the day that we sort of stop it. So we do genuinely just love it and enjoy it, and that's always my advice to people that want to start up a channel. Like you've got to have that passion to do it, and get out and do it. Like don't sort of, if you're starting a channel to like solely make money, I wouldn't recommend that. That's just my 2 cents. But again, do it because you love it. It's all just an awesome way to share your journey and all that sort of stuff. So appreciate the videos and tips to get around all sort of live stream. Yeah, no dramas at all. Thanks for tuning in. Max said hang on, the brands on sleeve. Oh yeah, it's probably you got some new shirts, mate. It's probably just because of the camera, I'm pretty sure, but they should be the same. So we got some different merch out there. So again, let us know if you guys we need to advertise our merch more. We've got it there, but we do nothing with it.
Ready to go. My mum packs them all up and ships them off for you all.
But we got some merch there. We're gonna start getting it out there a bit more when we do see people wearing it. It's freaking cool. So yeah, check out our website. We're gonna go through and like redo all that sort of stuff and get it all properly done and up and running, and push that sort of, get it out there. So it's just having that, it's cool brand awareness. It's cool having you guys wear it and wear our merch around for sure. Who's your favorite travel page apart from your own?
Patriot.
Shit.
Patriot
we like Patriot. I like watching All for Adventure and that as well.
We've been seeing them around here a lot, around Noosa.
Yeah, so to be totally honest, like we don't watch that much stuff anymore.
It's just the time.
It's more so just like we've put our time into other things now, like just working on ourselves or our business or enjoying our time and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, we don't watch that. Like, yeah, it's not like
and like when we do watch TV, it'll literally be when we get into bed and we'll just put something random on Netflix, and then usually we just fall asleep with the TV on anyway. So
yeah. Donna asked, are you doing any day trips around Noosa in the Kia? Maybe that could be your next video. I literally kind of said this the other day. I'm like, nah, that's just gonna look desperate. Like we're just like desperate for content sort of thing. Like it'd be kind of funny, but like I don't think so. No, probably no Kia content.
No.
We'll probably end up doing something silly and just getting in more of a more trouble anyway than we're in now anyway. But yeah, we don't want to be like scratching for content and just putting together dumb stuff.
No, what Colin said.
What do you say? Oh, I think Mikayla's walked more tracks in Australia than near anyone jogging forward and south of the cams and holding the cameras. Yeah, absolutely. She does an awesome job. I try and get her to drive a bit more.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, this is how it works.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Filming, and even for me, just going up like a little hill, if I'm in the car, I'm like, whoa, like this feels crazy. Because normally I'm outside of the car filming, and he'll be in the car being like, am I okay? And it's like really gnarly. I'm like, yeah, you're fine. Like, just keep coming. You're all good. But if I was in the car, I'd be freaking out.
Yeah, exactly. Geraldine asked, I hope the new car's not a Toyota. It's not. Definitely not going to be a Toyota. It's just not really. We like them, but it's just not. It just wouldn't suit what we're doing, to be honest.
They're not as powerful.
Yeah, Bruce's quick asked the last one. Would you run a different size lift or tires on the Patrol? Nah, what we got is awesome. I wouldn't change it.
You would love 37s and 4-inch lift.
Oh, no.
But Andrew won't let you.
If I lived at home, if we had a base, like let's just say we lived in Noosa, and we just had a car. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. And we're just doing like the odd day trip or small trip and kept coming back, then I probably would do like a supercharger and 37s and stuff like that. But the reality is of traveling full time with that sort of stuff, it's just even like now having the car in the shop at the moment, like if it was supercharged and all this sort of stuff, well then it's like
they'd just be like, see you later.
You'd have no warranty. So it's a tricky one. It's an absolute tricky one. But yeah, if you had that mechanic all the time and someone like that sole person to work on the car all the time or whatever happened, we probably would do some more different stuff. But the way we got it set up would be is just perfect. I think that's it. Yeah, again, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for jumping up. I keep going. We'll be here all night.
No,
So
Josh loves to talk.
I
So
do. But no, yeah, but from us again, thank you so much for jumping on. Thank you so much for following along the adventures and just,
supporting us.
supporting the brand and that stuff. Again, like it's what we're passionate about. It's what we love doing. We're going to be doing this for a very, very, very long time. It's not
And
just, it's not just
yeah, like you said earlier, our YouTube videos are just for fun. It's what we love doing. It's just a nice little hobby that we can do while we're on the road. So we're just so glad that you guys love watching that as well.
Yeah, it's the best. So yeah, we definitely thank you for that. It's awesome meeting you guys out there. And again, it's not just like a quick, we don't just do. It's not just a quick 12-month or 2-year trip. You see a lot of people sort of getting off the road now, but like this is our life. So and just our channel is it's not changing but it like at the same time like our situation has changed since we started.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like especially
And
now
we've got so many just general life milestones still to come. Like we're still so young. Like we've got so much to look forward to, and we're going to be doing all that while we're on the road. So I just can't wait.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. So it's going to be a bit more like sort of personalized as well, and like obviously stuff with like our business now. Like it's our passion is like helping people. Like again, like when we started, like now, like our business now, if we didn't have that, we would not be here. Like it's the reality of it. So definitely more of that stuff because that's what we're passionate about, like personally and all that. It's just going to be so much more of just like what you see across all of our stuff, which is mega, mega, mega exciting. So, again, guys, thank you so much for joining on. Have an absolute amazing night. Make sure you get out, enjoy, travel, full drive, get out what you love doing. And we look forward to seeing you guys soon. Thanks, guys. We'll
Thank you.
chat soon.
See ya.